Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over my favorite drugstore products in each category. So let's just get right into it. First, I'm going to start off with primer. To be honest, my skin is changing a lot right now, so I haven't really found a primer that works for me super well right now. So I've been skipping primer. I've just been focusing on skincare mainly, just moisturizing well. But sometimes if I want a little extra glow, I will do the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I'll do it either in the light shade. I don't know if it's the lightest shade. This is 902 Light Glow. It might be the second lightest. Or I'll do the Deep Glow. This one is a little bit too bronzy most of the time, so I will stick with this one. It just gives a nice pearly finish to your skin before you apply your foundation, so that's really great. Next, in the same tune as primer, I usually use this as foundation, not primer. Most people put it under their foundation, but it's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I really like this one. My skin is generally, or it has been, on the drier side, so I like to add as many glowy products as possible, then powder. And I just find that the glow comes right through the powder and it's really pretty. But yeah, this is great. I use it in lieu of foundation most of the time. And that can be a little intense. So if you are on the oilier side, I probably wouldn't recommend that. Maybe putting this under a mattifying foundation would be a better option for you. It's a very versatile product, so I definitely recommend that. For a skin tint, most people love the Maybelline 24-hour one. I try it and I just don't love it. One that I've recently found instead is the L'Oreal True Match Nude. Everyone loves this, and it took me a few years to finally hop on the bandwagon, but it's the hyaluronic tinted serum. I don't like the dropper. I wish it was a pump instead, but it's just perfectly. It's not too glowy, it's not too matte, it just sits right in the middle. It's super thin and it's a serum, so it's just it blends really easily and it doesn't feel too heavy on the face, so definitely really love that. As for foundation, you would think that I am sponsored by L'Oreal, but unfortunately I'm not. I just really love all their products, and I'm pretty picky, especially with my base products, and theirs just work really well for me. So my favorite foundation is the L'Oreal True Match, just the traditional True Match. I've also tried the True Match Lumi, and that's also really pretty, but for day-to-day, all year round, this is a great pick. They've got a really good shade selection, and this one as well is more of a serum formula, so it is very light on the skin, but the coverage is really good. It's also not too glowy or too matte. It's just a really nice natural finish, and I definitely recommend that, and it's super affordable. All right, a non-L'Oreal product that I really love, my favorite concealer, is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. Also a serum-based product, which I love. I love a lighter, thinner liquid product as opposed to a thicker, more moussey product. This one is great. It has this little pump. I'd prefer if this was a doe foot applicator, but I assume they did this on purpose. Maybe it's just too thin of a consistency. I'm not sure. The coverage is amazing, but also it's super glowy. Not glowy, but just like a really healthy finish. I'm actually just wearing this today. I'm not wearing any foundation today. And I'm not saying my makeup looks fabulous or anything, but my skin looks better than normal, and it's because I use this. So definitely recommend getting your hands on that. Next, I'm gonna get into liquid contour / bronzer. To be honest, I'm not super big into putting too many cream products on my face. It just feels too thick. But I do, if I wear a liquid form of bronzer or contour, I've been liking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. This typically, I use a deeper shade to bronze up my skin. but this is typically used as a primer, concealer, highlighter, BB cream. Yeah, so it's like I guess, yeah, it's a 4-in-1 product, but I've been liking using it for bronzing. It blends really nicely. It has a really nice glow to it. I really like using this as a foundation as well in the correct shade for me. It's just a nice everyday, light, easy to work with product. So really, really great. All right, for liquid or cream blush, again, don't love putting cream products on my face. Maybe it's because I'm a millennial, or I'm not really sure. I've just not quite hopped on that train yet. But if I were to use a drugstore cream or liquid blush, it would be the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. This is the shade Pinky Promise. It's just a nice pink color. It's very pigmented. So little goes a very, very long way, which sometimes I don't like too much pigment. Like, I don't want to look crazy and I don't want to spend forever like correcting, but I haven't found one that I like better, to be honest. So if you're in the market for an affordable liquid blush, this is a dupe for the Rare Beauty, so definitely recommend that. For liquid highlighter, I also don't really have many options because I don't really use it. I don't really use highlighter in general nowadays, but I do use, if I were to use one, I have used the Lumi Glotion as a liquid highlight. I'll just put it in the high points of my face and it works really well. It's a very versatile product, so that's what I've been using, so I'd categorize that as my favorite. All right, now I'm going to get into the powder products. For pressed powder, we're going to hop back into the L'Oreal. It's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. I use this, I kind of go back and forth between translucent or pressed powder. This is what I use when I just want to be super quick with it. It has pretty decent coverage. I really like using this if I have breakouts. I'll put concealer on and then I'll take a powder puff and just like pat over my acne. I don't know if that's the most clean or sanitary thing to do, but if you're looking for coverage, that has been working for me really well. It's a great pressed powder. I'm not really an expert on pressed powders, but I really do enjoy it, and you can tell that I've used a bunch of it, so that is really great. As for loose powders, I've gone through so many of these, and the brand and everything has rubbed away, but this is I can kind of see it. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. Yeah, this is the translucent, so it doesn't provide any coverage, but it just simply sets your face. So I'll use a powder puff for that, and I'll just set everywhere. We're kind of getting into the warmer months now, and I've noticed my skin is already so much oilier than it was last month. And so I've been using this, and I kind of need a new one. And I've been using this for years. It's just really great. And I think they offer more shades now. Like, well, they have, flesh tone shades, but they also have purple and pink now, I believe. And so I might try those out. But this is a really great powder if you're just looking for something cheap and something that works. Next is powder bronzer. I'm a bronzaholic. I definitely over bronze, and it's something that I'm trying to get over. But I'm very picky with my bronzers, and this one has worked for me. I've gone through so many of these, and they last forever as well. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You can tell I've really used a bunch of it. And I've gone through several of these. This is the shade Endless Summer. This shade actually works on me all year long, and I range from very, very fair skin to relatively tan, and this works all year long for me. It's a great powder. It's glowy, but it's not shimmery. I think it smells good. Well, mine might be too old to smell good, but I'm pretty sure when you get it, it smells good. Yeah, it's a great product. If you need a bronzer, it's a little bit on the more expensive side for a drugstore, but that's just how Physicians Formula typically is, but these last forever and ever and ever, and so I definitely recommend picking that up. All right, next is powder blush. This isn't technically drugstore, but you can get it at Target and the drugstore section of Ulta. It's a ColourPop blush. It's the ColourPop pressed powder blush. This is the color Prairie Air. I saw it at Target once and I was like, that is the perfect pink. I'm a little bit more olive toned, I think, and I've always admired like a baby or / bright pink blush on people, and that doesn't always work for my skin tone. But I grabbed this and it looks so pretty. It's matte, but when you set it with a setting spray, it does have a really nice sheen to it. A very healthy looking blush. It's not too pigmented either, so like you can dip your brush in it and it has pigment for sure, but you don't have to like do a bunch of correcting, which I have a problem with a lot of blushes. Maybe I'm using the wrong brushes, I'm not really sure, but this is probably my favorite blush right now. I just recently picked up a Patrick Ta blush from Sephora. It was $40 and it's so patchy, like so patchy, and I'm really bummed about it because the shade is really pretty. I think it's called She Goes to the Gym, and it's the prettiest, it's just a really pretty shade. And I cannot get it to work for me, but these definitely look into these. All right, for powder highlighter, I was in college in the 2016 makeup era, so highlighter, I've tried many, ranging from blinding highlight to more of a subtle highlight. I don't actually wear highlighter anymore. I just try to focus on like really moisturizing and using glowy base products so that a natural glow comes through. But this is my favorite highlighter of all time. It's like $3 from Wet n Wild. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is the shade Precious Petals. It's like a champagne-y pink color. Not really pink, but champagne-y color. It's pretty. It works on many skin tones. It's so pretty. I've gone through so many of these and it's just an amazing powder. I've tried so many high-end highlighters. I've tried so many drugstore highlighters. This is probably the cheapest one I've ever used and the best one I've ever used. So highly recommend that. All right, on to eyebrows. I have rather thicker eyebrows and pretty low maintenance eyebrows. I just have a couple of sparse areas, so usually I just fill them in with an eyebrow pencil. I've tried so many eyebrow gels and they just don't work for me. My eyebrow hairs are very thick, so I've just been sticking with an eyebrow pencil lately. I've gone through so many of these. It's $3. It's an e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I use the shade Taupe, which is quite a few shades lighter than my natural eyebrow color, but it just makes it easier to blend out and it looks a little bit more natural on me. It's a thicker pencil. Here, I'll open this one up. It's not super thin, so if you prefer a thinner brow hair or a pencil that can resemble a thin brow hair, this might not be the one for you. This is a brand new one, and so it's sharpened, but once the sharpness goes away, it's a pretty thick, dull pencil. It works great though if you're just in the market for something quick and easy and it blends well. I definitely recommend this. All right, next is eyeshadow. To be honest, when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I really stuck with more high-end. The past few years though, I haven't really gotten into eyeshadow very much. It's just not on my priority list, but I have discovered a single eyeshadow that I have in a bunch of shades that I just love. This one is also ColourPop. It's the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. This is the shade Ritz. It's like a glittery, it's like pure glitter, but with like a champagne hue. Do a little swatch. Every time I wear this, I get compliments on my eyeshadow. It's like a nice, wet looking, sparkly eyeshadow. It's super pretty. It's kind of a one and done. It's just so beautiful. And so I've put a lot of my friends onto that. Like I said, this is the shade Ritz. This is a dupe for the Urban Decay Space Cowboy, which is like, I don't know, it's really expensive for a single eyeshadow. This is not. This might be $6, $7, $8. It's great. It's lasted me a really long time. I've gone through phases of wearing it every single day, and I think I've got a lot left. So would highly recommend that. For eyeliner, I love another Wet n Wild product. They really do a good job with having quality products for a very, very affordable price. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Retractable Gel Eyeliner. This is the shade Brick Brown. I have green eyes. This makes my eyes pop so much because it has like a red hue to it. So it's not super dark brown, it's like brick brown. It is really pretty. I've never really liked the way it looks when I wear eyeliner in my waterline until I found this shade, because it makes my eyes pop, but it's subtle and it's not too like in your face. So definitely love that. I think it was like maybe $2 or $3. So very, very great product. To be honest, I don't have a liquid eyeliner from the drugstore that I have fallen in love with. I typically use the Sephora collection liquid eyeliner if I wear it, but I do have this one. So my husband is a musician and he played Coachella he played Lollapalooza in India. And when he arrived to his hotel room, he had a bunch of Maybelline makeup waiting for him. My husband doesn't wear makeup, but he brought it all home for me. This is a wild color that I wouldn't typically wear, but it's a blue liquid eyeliner from Maybelline. And I put it on for fun when he got home, and it stayed on for so long. It was like almost hard to get off. And I was like, dang, I want that in a more neutral color. But this is the Maybelline Tattoo Liner 48-hour liquid dip-in. Okay, that's funny that it's 48 hours. That kind of makes sense. It's great. It's a really good one. I haven't really gone out and about wearing it, but if I had to pick a drugstore liquid liner, this is what I would choose. All right, my favorite drugstore mascara is the L'Oreal Paris Waterproof Telescopic Mascara. It is just the best mascara. It makes my eyelashes both long and voluminous. I'm very picky with mascara, and this is just a really great one. Super waterproof. This is what the brush looks like. It's like the rubber brush, not the one with like actual bristles. It's just an amazing mascara. Everybody's tried it, I'm pretty sure. I have not tried the non-waterproof version, but I'm sure that's fabulous as well. This is just a great mascara, and I'll probably be using it forever. Okay, on to lips. My favorite lip liner as of lately would be the NYX Lip Pencil in Nude Truffle. It's I'm pretty sure everyone's tried Nude Truffle. I was just put onto it recently. I really like this shade. It's like a perfect contour, very natural looking nude, and it goes with any lip combo. It's great. I like the consistency of the pencil. It's more of a dry, it's not super creamy, which I like. I find that creamy lip liners can be too creamy and then they like bleed or they rub away, and I want it to last, and so this one is great. It's matte and it's kind of dry, and it gets the job done. So NYX kills it with the lip pencils. They have so many shades. Yeah, so that would be my favorite lip liner. Lipstick. I'm not really a lipstick wearer anymore, but this past fall, I feel like every fall the Revlon Rum Raisin goes viral, and of course I had to, be influenced, and I purchased it myself. So this would be my favorite lipstick currently. Revlon, I feel like, is notorious for having the best lipsticks. This is just like a nice fall rum raisin color. Sometimes if I'm really lazy or on the go, I'll just like dab, dab, dab and kind of blend it out with my finger, and it's just like a really pretty kiss of color. The staying power is pretty good too. It lasts a pretty long time. I wore it the other day and I was drinking coffee and it was still there for hours, so that's definitely the best lipstick I own. Lip oil would have to be the e.l.f. lip oil, the Glow Reviver lip oil. My favorite shade is Red Delicious. It isn't super red, but it just adds a really nice flush of color. So I really like doing like a nude lip with the nude truffle and then using like a red lip gloss or lip oil, and it's just like a really pretty healthy looking lip. These are just so moisturizing and it doesn't feel sticky. I do not like a sticky gloss, and my lips haven't been chapped in a really long time, and I think it's because I use these every single day. Lip balm. This might not be at the drugstore, I'm not sure, but I got it from Target. It's the Naturium Phyto Glow Lip Balm in the shade Camellia. I saw these on Amazon, or maybe I bought it on Amazon, I'm not sure, but they have it at Target and Amazon. This is not the shade I wanted. I like a more rosy color, but then this was the only thing they had and I really wanted to try it, so I got it. And I ended up really liking this pinky shade. It is just the prettiest pink, and it is like thick and moisturizing and shiny. I get compliments every single time I wear this. It's a great product. It's rather affordable. I just really, really love that. So that's a great everyday, and they have a bunch of shades now. They have clear, they have darker shades, they have nude shades, they have purple shades. Like it's great. So I definitely want to pick up some more of that. All right, last but not least is setting spray. I've chosen, reluctantly, the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I picked this out a week or so ago for this video, and it did really well throughout the winter and the fall. But the past couple weeks, like I said, my skin has been getting a little bit oilier, and I'm not sure that it's the best for that. So I'm kind of glad I'm mentioning it today, because this is great if you have dry skin, but if you have oily skin, I don't think it necessarily does what it says. It does not. It says major makeup grip, indicating that it'll last a long time, but I feel like I will touch my face if I'm wearing this now, and my makeup will just rub away very easily because of this. And so I kind of have a love-hate with it right now, but like I said, if you have dry skin, I think you'll absolutely love this. You definitely have to shake it first, or else you'll get like the weird dots on your face. But it does, although it doesn't necessarily last very long, it does make my skin look really glowy and pretty when I wear it, whether my skin is oily or dry. So that's a really good one, again, if you have dry skin. But that pretty much wraps up the video. I don't have any other products to talk about. I appreciate you guys watching. Yeah, I hope to see you back soon, and have a great day. Bye.